Good day, good evening, good night, depending on what part of the world you're in. Good afternoon. My name is Michaelis. I just want to welcome you to my channel, and I also want to thank you for embarking on this experience with me. Basically, what we're going to do here is I'm going to take you through a process through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and help you extrapolate the design for living that's put forth in there, and to explain what the program of AA or the 12-step program is actually about. My motivation for doing this is that I had been sober for 10 years. I had worked the steps in many different ways. The typical one was to read different parts of the big book with a sponsor, really focus on the 12 and 12, read step 1 and the 12 and 12, write 10 ways I was powerless, 10 ways my life was unmanageable, read that to a sponsor, and then have a discussion about it. Check, you're done with step 1. Step 2, write all the ways that my life was insane, talk about what does it mean to come to believe, blah, 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 etc., and sort of work my way through steps in this very okay, cool, you're done, move on, next step, okay, done, move on. And not really understanding what the program was about, why I was going to meetings, why I was working with others, why I was calling a sponsor, except for the fact that my thinking was forever going to be insane. I need to run my thinking by somebody and blah, blah, blah. And then when it came down to the idea of a higher power, a power greater than me, God, creator, universe, whatever you want to call that thing, that always seemed like this sort of unattainable entity, if I even believed in it at all. And it seemed like it was something that was happening for some people, but was not going to happen for me. And actually, there was a lot of hopelessness that was involved in my sobriety for years. When I was 10 years sober, I hit yet another bottom with that. And I was introduced to a man who took me through the book in this particular fashion. And the way he explained it to me was that it was the way that people back in the day when the book was first written started taking people through the book. And then based on some of the research that I've done about Alcoholics Anonymous, it seems that it's a very acronite version of going through the book, so more Dr. Bob heavy. It's changed my life. It's changed my whole perspective on Alcoholics Anonymous. It's changed my whole perspective on life. It's basically allowed me to have a relationship with this thing that I never thought that I would have a relationship with, that's given me the power to truly live happy no matter what, and truly be at peace no matter what. And it's something that I just wanted to pass on to people. It's something that I think is important for anyone in any 12-step program to hear, because it's really a message of hope. And I think that the 12-step message has basically been distorted over years and years, especially in the meetings. And so it's important to go back to the source of when it was originally written and just break it down from there. So that's basically the purpose of what this channel is going to be about for the moment. The people that I'm doing this for are different people, right? So I'm actually doing this for the non-alcoholics and the non-drug addicts. I think it's good for everyone to be educated about what this whole process is, but also the design for living that's talked about in this book is something that anybody can benefit from. I think every human being desires to be happy. I think any human being desires to be comfortable in their own skin. A lot of human beings these days are looking for some sort of connection to some sort of spiritual practice. So this is something that can definitely help them. This is for the alcoholics who live in, isolation, who don't have a fellowship around them that's really strong in the big book. This is going to be sort of a way for me to teach you how to teach other people how to go through the book. This is for the people who have a lot of time, who feel hopeless, and who feel like they've tried everything but it's never worked. This is for the people who are brand new, who are going to meetings and getting confused by what the message that they hear in the meetings are versus what the program is about. That's basically it. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about me because that's not the focus of this. The way it's going to work is this. Every week I'm going to be posting an hour video. That hour video is going to cover whatever pages that I can cover in an hour. And yeah, feel free to leave any comments, to ask any questions. I will do my best to get back to you and answer any questions and address any comments. So please like and subscribe so you get notified anytime a new video pops up. And thank you again for being a part of this journey. I hope you get something out of it. See you.